Okay, so in the driver's area, my gauges are done. My dash indicator lights are done. Now I'm going to move into the next sequence that I do. So I like to break things into sequences and parts. It makes it easier for me to remember, and I like to do it in a sequential order so it makes sense, at least to me. Hopefully it makes sense to you too. So my first sequence is going to be my driver's seat. My seatbelt's not on right now because I have not moved this bus. I'll put that on. So my seat, my driver's seat, my seatbelt, my mirrors, my windshield, my wiper blades and arms. Mirrors include the student mirror up here, my horn, and then my heater defroster. So it kind of works around like this. So I've got my seat, my seat belt. I follow the seat belt like, across my body. I have mirrors. I have my mirrors on the outside, plus my student mirror, and brackets. And then I come down and I do my windshield, and then I do my wiper arms and blades, and then I come down to my horn, and then I go to my defroster. So I'm going to kind of show you what it looks like and say what the verbiage. So my driver's seat, and according to the tester I spoke to, the driver's seat isn't even on the testing sheet. Now, that's just something that I just couldn't take off of the pre-trip because I'm sure there's a lot of testers that want you to say it. Make sure that you do not say it when you get in the bus. It is part of the driver's area. You have to say it while you are in the driver's area part of the pre-trip inspection, okay? The pre-trip is broken into sections, and you can do everything in the driver's area in the order you want, but it has to stay in the driver's area. I hope that makes sense. So the first thing I'm going to say is that my driver's seat is securely mounted, not damaged, and adjusted for me. That's all we have to say on it because technically we don't have to say anything. So it's securely mounted, not damaged, and it's adjusted for me because you are going to adjust it so you can safely drive the bus. Seatbelt fastens securely. Sorry, that took a minute. It's been a minute since I've said this. The seatbelt fastens securely, adjusts properly. I pull it up and down, and it's not damaged, ripped, or frayed. So this one is different where you don't say securely mounted, not damaged. You say it latches securely, adjusts properly, and there's no damage, rips, or frays. I have 7 mirrors. So on the bottom is our convex mirrors, and then on the top is our flat mirror because it's flat. So we have those on each side. And then outside on the corners, we have our crossover mirrors. That's what lets us see students cross in front of the bus. So, and then we also have in here, we have our student. This is called a student mirror. It's not a rear view mirror. This is literally so we can see our students and make sure they're safe. So what I'm going to say is I have 7 mirrors and I'm going to identify them. So I have my 2 convex mirrors, my 2 flat mirrors, 2 crossover mirrors, and my student mirror. All of my mirrors are securely mounted and not damaged. They are clean, no illegal stickers, adjusted for me, because you're also going to be adjusting your mirrors. Okay. When you identify them, make sure you say the student mirror and then you say all my mirrors. All of my mirror brackets, including my student mirror. So the student mirror is its own section on the testing sheet. So that's why it's really important when you identify your mirrors, you must say the student mirror and the bracket. Now, if you want to say I have 6 outside mirrors, 2 convex, 2 flat, 2 crossover, all of those, and then talk about those brackets, and then say I have an inside student mirror bracket, you can separate it that way as well. I just like to identify all 7 mirrors and say all of my mirrors are, and then I say all my brackets, including my student mirror bracket, are. That's just how I choose to do it. However you do, it's fine. Just make sure you get all 6 of your outside mirrors and brackets, and that your student mirror and your student mirror bracket is specifically mentioned. So all of my mirror brackets, including my student mirror bracket, are securely mounted and not damaged. No loose or missing nuts, bolts, or fittings. And you can kind of see out here the little silver part, those are the fittings. So if you're looking at it as you say it, that should remind you no loose or missing nuts, bolts, or fittings. Okay, so those are the mirrors. Don't worry, I'm gonna do the whole thing when I'm done with this explaining. Windshield is clean, just like the mirrors. No illegal stickers, just like the mirrors, right? And no damage, no chips, cracks, or other damage to obstruct my vision. So basically you want to make sure that there's no cracks, there's no chips, there's no damage that's going to block your vision from seeing. And when I talk about it, again, I'll show you, I touch everything. That helps me remember. So mirrors, windshield. Now I'm on the windshield. I'm going to write down to my wiper blades and arms. We do have to demonstrate them. So over here, this lovely yellow button, we're going to hold it down until fluid comes out. Once the fluid comes out, we can release the button, and the wipers are going to go a few extra times. They will stop by themselves, but that is going to demonstrate that they work. So I'm going, I'm going to say my wiper arms and blades. And there's the fluid. See, they're securely mounted, not damaged, working properly, and they have fluid. So we've talked about it and we've demonstrated it. See how they stop on their own? Then the easiest part of the whole test, horn works. Like, oh, love that one. So easy. So one beep, horn works. And then the last part of this sequence is my driver heater defroster. You do need to make sure that you turn it on, and that probably want to make sure it's like you want to make sure the defrost works. So make sure it's on a defrost. It's hard to see with this tablet. A defrost setting. And then you're going to do this with your hand, and you're going to say my driver heater defroster works properly. Turn it off. All right. So here we go from the beginning. I'm going to do the whole thing as if I was testing. My driver's seat is securely mounted, not damaged, and adjusted for me. My seatbelt fastens securely, adjusts properly. It's not damaged, ripped, or frayed. I have 7 mirrors. I have 2 convex mirrors, 2 flat mirrors, 2 crossover mirrors, and a student mirror. All of my mirrors are securely mounted, not damaged, clean, no illegal stickers, and adjusted for me. All of my mirror brackets, including my student mirror bracket, are securely mounted, not damaged, no loose or missing nuts, bolts, or fittings. Windshield is clean with no illegal stickers. There are no chips, cracks, or other damage to block my vision. Wiper arms and blades are securely mounted, not damaged, working properly, and have fluid. Horn works. My heater defroster, driver heater defroster, I always mess that one up, is working properly. And that is it for this particular sequence in the driver's area.